Max going back to her music.
Honestly, shouldn't have gone with her first. She's like, kind of mean.
We'll find your daughter, Mrs. Wheeler.
No, get back there! I guess it's just a minor misdemeanor.
No! Yo, look at these all-star runners. All state. Yeah, this is like season 1 vibes all over again too. I love it. Camera turn. So dope. Demo bats. Very first episode. Very first scene. Opening.
Okay. Are you up for some more lessons?
The cold opening. I do like seeing this other perspective though of it all play out. There he is.
Quiet. Follow me. This will lead you out beyond the lab fence to the woods.
Remember they find a piece of her clothing there, stuck on it.
I'm not going with you, 11. I meant what I said. When I called this place a prison, and everyone here is a prison, not just you. Can you feel it?
Ah,
Your papa calls it soteria.
scar.
It weakens me, attracts me. Even if there were another way out, he will find me. And if he finds me, he will find you.
Pull it out, Elle.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
What if I make it go away?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
help me.
I help you. Wow! Oh my god. Yo, this is the most vicious one we've ever seen. How did Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan take on the first one? Shove it down his throat. Oh my god.
You're beautiful.
Huh.
I gotta hand it to you, commies. You're committed.
Nice.
I have no idea. There's a lot of buttons here. I can't see any. I need my
Open up all the gates. Let it run amok. No!
We had no idea what
Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now. It's open. Stick your head in. It's ripping it back open. Yes. I did say shove it right down his throat. Thought we might lose Jägermeister there too. I'm glad they both survived.
I thought we had you medical.
He's on the team now. Yes. Everything they both been through to get back to each other. Justice loves love. What can I say? Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I didn't know how much I wanted that, or wanted to see that. Enough of that soft shit. Back to the good stuff. More good stuff. Ah, it's kind of crazy that they traveled for 7 miles, though. They didn't run into anything. It's still Demogorgon or anything chasing them.
I think there's something in there.
Oh, okay. Breaking through for them, the kids. You know who it is. Come on now. Steve! Gravity defying.
Hi there.
Hello. You found each other. I feel like what she's doing is not a good thing. Now that I've had some time to think about it, he's the monster. Oh, God.
You knew something so small could cause so much trouble.
And his mood has already changed.
Thank you.
So he does the massacre.
You don't have to be afraid of them, 11. Not anymore.
was coming.
Wait here. Don't move. I'm going to find us a way out.
Oh, wait. How did you know?
Like I said, we're alike. You and I.
I knew it! I guess it was obvious. I'm sure every reactor, everybody knew it that watched it, but still, I got it right. I knew it.
Those stains are, I don't know what those stains are.
They had to throw in some humor.
All right, pull on it. Steam those.
It's like the upside down, this gravitational pull.
Oh, thank God.
It's going too smooth.
That was fun.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? This is the swimming pool where Barb was taken. Where Barb was taken.
Nancy. Hey. Hey!
And she's always felt guilt for that.
Vecna.
Right when she was going through, he like pulled her back. Justice for Barb. It's her worst nightmare.
Do you remember what you did when I killed someone? I never forget.
I swear, the Duffer Brothers just woke up one morning from like the worst sweaty nightmare in a cold sweat, and they wrote season 4. They wrote it down on paper, and it was season 4. He deserved it. Oh, fuck. We saw all the similarities between their bodies and Vecna's victims, but are they one and the same? One? Vecna? Same?
Away.
Play her favorite song.
I see you've been looking for me, Nancy. How was old, blind, dumb Victor? Did he miss me?
This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you, I didn't fit in with the other children. Something was wrong with me. All the teachers and the doctors said I was...
Yo! That answers all my questions. Why Victor Creel? Why the house? Why them?
But then,
Just why?
I found a nest of black widows living inside of them.
Spiders. Even the Mind Flayer in spider shadow form.
I found them endlessly fascinating. I could make my own rules. As I practiced, I realized I could do more than I possibly imagined. I did not yet know my limits.
They handled this so well.
They killed me. I woke up from my coma only to find myself placed in the care of a doctor. Dr. Martin Brenner. When Papa finally realized he could not control me, he tried to recreate me. If you come with me for the first time...
It's like he's draining my life force. This whole reveal, the explanation of it all, it just makes...
What we could do together.
It's just so perfect.
We could reshape the world, remake it however we see fit. Join me. No.
God damn. So she sent him to the Shadow Realm. Made him who he is now. 1 versus 11. The ultimate showdown. Raised her in the air. Like he just don't care. She fought back. Oh my god.
love you.
God damn. Look how powerful she is. Finish her. Exactly like the Demogorgon season 1. She banished him to the Shadow Realms. This was his transformation. His origin story. God damn. How can you not be impressed by this? Man, oh man. Where's Nancy though? And they're just gonna end it there? How can you not be impressed by this? If there's any haters out there that is not feeling this, out. Get out now. You're not welcome here because, yeah, this is a blown away space. Never mind the upside down in the real world. I just created my own dimension where you're just constantly blown away. And that's the space that I'm in now for this recap. But yeah, we might as well jump right into it as if I haven't already. Alright guys, that was Stranger Things Season 4, Chapter 7, The Massacre at Hawkins Lab. This was a super extended, super long episode, and now I can see why. They threw a lot at us. I'm kind of blown away, if you guys can't tell, by how much they threw at us, by how much they blew me away, because yeah, all these different scenarios, these explanations, these reveals, these reunions coming together between Joyce and Hopper. Where do I start? That was like a 20-minute reveal too. That episode legit was like, I'm pretty sure it clocked in at around, with the credits though, an hour 40 minutes. Yeah, it says an hour 40 minutes, 2 seconds, but obviously with the credits, so maybe a little bit shorter than that, but my God, guys, they jam-packed this episode with so freaking much. Where do I begin? I guess we might as well start. I was going to go back to the start, but no, like I said, the 20-minute reveal that they gave us, the explanation for it all of one. This entire time, or at least in the last few episodes, I pretty much already put together myself that he is one. I definitely didn't put together. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys. And yeah, I knew all along. I'm sure enough reactors out there are going to be telling you guys that. And maybe they did. But in my case, I didn't. That reveal blew me away. So I knew he was one. I will say that. But one and Vecna being the same, being one, my God. And seeing it all play out, so good, guys. I wasn't 100% sold on the backstory portion of Vecna. I was saying that, I think it was episode 3 or 4 where they actually went to go visit Robert Englund. I definitely appreciated him being a part of the show, but just the connection and just, they were giving us all the answers. I knew there was more to it, and just until we got more, the reveal that we did get, I don't know, it just wasn't very pleasing. It didn't hit the right notes, at least not for me. So seeing it all come together this episode, like, it's very rare where an explanation or a reveal or a backstory in a show, it's almost like the build-up is always better than the actual reveal. That's almost, man, that's where most shows get it wrong 99% of the time. But Stranger Things, they nailed it, guys. Absolutely perfect, magnificent. They knew exactly what they were doing. I doubted them at times. I wasn't 100% sure. I questioned them because there were some slower moments in part A. For the most part, it was pretty phenomenal, but there were some slower moments where they just basically had to keep things moving in order to piece things together. And in those moments, I wasn't completely sold. I wasn't buying it. I wasn't sure if we would ever eventually get there over the hill where the payoff, it just fully pays off for everything. By God, my God, guys, they did it. Those crazy bastards, they did it. It was all worth it. They nailed it. It was one of the best reveals. Even if you did know that he was one, which I think that part was a little less or a little bit more obvious, But the reveal of Vecna himself and seeing it all come together between Victor Creel being his father also, that reveal, and Vecna still having the one tattoo on him, my God. I just didn't see that coming in a million years. It was so well done, yet at the same time, all the answers were right there sitting in front of us. You could have pieced things together, but at the same time, they were so good at hiding it also, because even going back to the Victor Creel flashback, when you see Victor Creel's kids in the aftermath, when he's explained the story and you see his daughter with the missing eyes, they don't show you the son's face. At least I don't think they showed you the son's face, but you do see his body laying there. So you just assume. They mess with your mind. They're like the mind flayer. They make you assume that he was a victim as well, even though they didn't necessarily show the eyes. And even the explanation of the eyes, and then his battle with Elle, where she was floating up afterwards. Like, guys, I can't express this enough. How blown away I am by it all. This was an expert, like, mastercraft in writing. I want to see this show, whatever awards, like, never mind these typical award shows. I mentioned it before that I'm going to hold, I think it might have been Better Call Saul, one of the reveals. Actually, I think it was the Nacho episode. I'm not going to say it, don't worry. But the Nacho episode in particular of the final season, I was talking about, I need to create my own award show at the end of the year for just what I watched that year, regardless if it actually aired that year or not. So this year I've been watching Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. Some of these are still airing, but obviously Game of Thrones is a few years older now. It already aired, wrapped up, but for me it is new, so I would still put it in this year's Street Awards. At the end of the year, I might have to do something special, because Stranger Things is going to win a lot. Better Call Saul is probably going to win a lot. Man, I've been watching so many good shows. I'm just blown away by it right now. I'm so freaking thankful that I was not spoiled. If you spoil this for anybody, seriously, there's a special place in hell for you. They're going to bury you under the prison, and if they don't, you deserve to be. So please, guys, don't spoil this for anybody, because the feeling that I have right now, I want everybody to feel this. Catch my breath here. There is so much more to discuss, but I feel like, at least in a nutshell, I feel like I now at least expressed the way that I'm feeling to you guys, because I probably look like a madman over here. I'm waving my arms like, what's that one thing from Better Call Saul? The inflatable man, you know, he's moving like that. That's what I fully understand, and I fully get. That's what I look like right now. But I fully accept that, and I'm perfectly fine with it. As if we're going to keep getting episodes like this, I will keep on being the inflatable wavy man, because, yeah, that's just the reaction that I have, my natural reaction. What do you know? It's a reaction episode, so you guys are getting what you came for here, and I'm just blown away, impressed. I can't say enough. I'm going to try and stop saying blown away, though. It's just that I am, guys, truly. So, yeah, there's some more to discuss. The next thing I really wanted to go to, though, the next major reveal also, there's so many good things. Nancy, she's now going to be Vecna's next potential victim, and that threw me for a loop also. I didn't even see that coming, and yet at the same time, I don't know, I kind of felt like she already dealt with it. She helped take down the company, or at least end what they used to be doing, Hawkins Lab. So I felt like she did kind of, I don't know, like she was kind of recovered from that, like she grieved fully for Barb. And even the throwback to Barb, the swimming pool filled with blood, y'all, the throwbacks too, impressive, phenomenal, masterpiece. But even going back to that, I did not expect her, because I thought she had already grieved and basically she had moved on from that already. I thought she did a good job of that. Clearly that was not the case, but we do know that she was grieving for quite some time, so it does make sense that that would be what Vecna goes after. But I didn't even see her as a potential. I didn't even know that she was on Vecna's radar right now. So for him to choose her right when she was going through the portal to back at Eddie's trailer, and even the way that that was shot, man, this whole episode I was like trying to explain it to, like, even to myself just out loud, so I fully understand it better, like, because there was some time travel too, when they went to Nancy's place, the Wheeler's place, in the Upside Down to get the gun in order to protect themselves in the Upside Down. Time was different because the guns weren't there, because she didn't even have them yet. Then she was looking at the journal. She's like, this shouldn't be here. This stuffed animal shouldn't be here. Time travel. As if there wasn't enough craziness that they were throwing at us. Like, they just keep doing more. It's getting stranger, folks. I don't know how they do it. The Duffer Brothers are so freaking incredible. They deserve all the awards in the world. But going back to Nancy, I didn't even see her as a potential victim. Some of the ones that I was thinking is, wait, did we even see them at all in this episode? Like, there's so much that happened. I can't even recall if we caught up with everybody. Like, Jonathan, Will. Who else is there? Mike. I don't even recall what went down with them this episode. Did we see them this episode? There's, like I said, there's so much that went down, but that's kind of crazy, actually. Regardless, where was I? Why I mentioned Will, regardless if we saw him or not, this episode, what I was thinking with basically the stuff that's going on with him and Mike, the gay undertones, overtones, whatever you want to call them, I feel like that would be what Vecna goes after. The exact type of thing that Vecna would prey on, because he's basically not revealing who he truly is or how he feels. I could be wrong, but it definitely seems that way, especially with the painting as well. So he's like holding it in and just not coming out of the closet. So I feel like that's exactly one of the things that Vecna would go after, and that's why I saw him as a potential victim for Vecna once he makes his way back to Hawkins also. So I did not see the Nancy, Barb, grief, and guilt coming back. So freaking good, though. It makes sense. Who else has a victim? I don't think he's fully done with Max. I think he would be going back to Will once he arrives, and any of the other ones, and Elle. I thought they would be the main victims or the potential victims for Vecna, the main things that they're dealing with, because we got Will being gay, keeping it a secret, and having feelings for Mike. At least that's what it looks like. Max still grieving over the death and loss of Billy, and then Elle with everything that she's gone through this season, especially sprinkling the bullying on top of it, as if she hasn't gone through enough. But man, so freaking good. I don't want to lose Nancy. And on top of that, Steve's infected. They even brought it up quite a bit. Robin, she was super concerned. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to lose either. Imagine if we lose both. If we lose one of them, that'll be too much. But if we lose both, you sick bastards. I guess Nancy wasn't actually bit, but Vecna, the perfect timing when he grabbed her, she was going through, and then just right back into, or he went into her mind right then and there. Oh my God, it was freaking incredible. The way that all played out, the way it was shot too, even with the gravity, like, yes, science. When I was trying to explain it earlier too, that's one of the things I was getting a kick out of for myself, just laughing at myself, explaining. I'm like, the time moving, all right, so they can communicate from the right side up with everybody in the upside down, even though the upside down is currently in the past. Like, science is freaking incredible. And then the upside down's gravitational pull when they were going through from the trailer with the kids arriving too, that was freaking great, throwing the sheets through, all tied together. And then when Vecna did grab Nancy, like I said, perfect timing, but I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm like, oh my God, what am I witnessing right now? And then that's when it all hit me. And like, once I saw the swimming pool, that's when I knew her personal demons, her guilt. Vecna's got a hold of her now. They got to save her though. I just don't know if Answer is going to be able to do the trick this time. Nancy is in a lot of danger. We got to wait and see how that all plays out. But the next thing to discuss, Joyce and Murray, they made it to Hop, and yes, I got super emotional. You guys saw it. Super teary-eyed. At first, just Joyce seeing Hop in the line before the fight, and then the Demogorgon fight, and my God, can we just take a second to talk about the Demogorgon fight? Yes, Justice, we can take a second to talk about the Demogorgon fight, because it was incredible. That was the most aggressive, most insane Demogorgon. We've never seen a Demogorgon like that before. Can you imagine that Demogorgon in the trailer, or going back to season 1 with at the Byers' place with Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan trying to take it on? I don't care how many traps they had or how many guns Nancy had, like the bear traps or nothing, none of that. If this freaking Demogorgon was the one that got through in season 1, it would have been over, because yeah, I can't believe what I witnessed there. That whole scene, yes, it was heavy on the CGI. Yes, you could tell a lot of it was CGI with its movements, but I kind of feel like they had to, just to show like how like unnatural it was moving. But that was such an impressive scene as well. Like, it took out everybody. We've never seen a Demogorgon attack like that, and they didn't hold back with the blood and gore. It swallowed somebody's head whole, which, my God, guys, I can't freaking wait for Part B. What a credible Part A, Season 4, Part A finale this was. But then I got super emotional after the fight because the music, the slow motion, Hop's reaction, like he was in utter sheer disbelief, just holding Joyce in his arms, hugging her, and then her eyes too. And then, oh man, it just hit me. I've showed before my Game of Thrones reactions. I don't think I've really shown it since because the post-traumatic shade disorder, like that really messed me up. And I don't know if I've really been rooting for any real relationships since then in the shows I've been watching, but I didn't even know I was rooting for it as much as I was until that moment in time. And that just showed what some may not know, but what I already know, what some of you may know, justice loves love. So yeah, I got super emotional from that. That was just a feel-good moment. But there is so much going on. So all these different groups, Will and them, they got to make it back. Elle, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with her. Like, my mind is at a loss. It looks like she's got everything back to, like, once she knows the truth, the whole reveal of everything. And I'm so thankful to just the reveal, the backstory, the twists, the multiple twists. Because, yes, some of you guys may have picked up on it. I think I did, maybe around the last couple episodes. Initially, when the season started, I was like, Elle, what have you done? Even going back to the roller skate incident when she knocked out Angela, and then she was having flashbacks. What have you done? We were kind of questioning Elle. Like, was she the cause for it all? Was she the real monster? And then I don't know when exactly I started believing it myself, but I was like, no, there's more to it. She's not the one that actually did it. I think it was when she first started, what was the one episode? The Nina Project. I think that's around that episode, in episode 2 or back. I think it was 2 episodes back when I started coming to the conclusion that no, she wasn't responsible for it, but just seeing it all play out, it was so perfectly written. They had me fooled. And just like sitting back, I don't even know how much, some of it, like I was in a trance, that Vecna's curse, like I was watching it and seeing it all play out. I was just like, I need to take notes. Like, this was an expert crafted writing also. Part B can't get here soon enough. I am out of breath though, guys. I don't really know what else to say. I know there's a lot I left out. This was like a 2-hour episode. I'm gonna have to put out my reaction to multiple parts for this one, 100%. But yeah, what else can I say? I've already rated it. I've pretty much touched on every group. So freaking good. Oh, the last thing I want to touch on, going back to season 1 also, the lights. And they actually found a way to add to it too. Sometimes when what is it called? Like revisionist history. I don't know the exact words for it, but when you try to go back and change something that we already know or the lore or the history of the show, I don't know, it just doesn't work all the way. I'm not a Star Wars fan by any means, but I'm pretty sure from what I heard with the newer trilogy, that's exactly what they did. They went back and changed certain things than from how they originally were or perceived. I could be wrong about that. I don't want to start a Star Wars war by any means, but that's just the first thing that comes to my mind right now when it comes to that. But in this case, it just works so perfectly. Even the lighting, that was such a major influence, a major part of the first season, with Will being caught in the upside down, losing the light, the Christmas lights, like that was such a major part of the show. So going back to that, it wasn't just a nod, but they actually found a way to add to it without taking away from how great it was. Like the lights, the fixtures, and just the effects that they were using. And I don't know, it's just so good, guys. I'm gonna say it one final time here. All of it combined, because it's my final time saying it, I'm gonna put it all together in one giant, this ball here, it just blew me away. It was that damn good, guys. Like, it honestly, I'm sure it's going to win every award possible, but the acting too, from all the kids, I know for the majority of the kids, they're not even kids anymore, but I still call them kids. For anybody that watched the show from the very beginning, especially anybody around my age or older, you probably look at them as your own kids as well. So yeah, it's just great to see. But major props, just enough of discussing the story, because I feel like I've touched on pretty much everything that I possibly can as of right now. Once I end this, turn this off, so much more is going to hit me too, because it was that damn good of an episode. But yeah, before I go, I think it's just appropriate just to say this. Major props, major shout out to everybody involved in the show. Thank you so much for making it, seeing it now in season 4, it just getting better and better. thank you to everybody involved, the writers, the directing, like the transitions in the show. The directing is always blowing me away. Also, the creature effects, the Demogorgon, Vecna, the reveals. Honestly, chef's kiss. And while I'm like this, having a moment to send some thanks and props and shout outs, thank you to you guys also for watching. I know these reactions haven't been getting as many views as my Game of Thrones reactions, but that's perfectly fine because I'm freaking loving it. I just hope for those of you, regardless of how few that are tuning in to check out my reactions to it, are enjoying it even half as much as I am. Because if you are, then yeah, we're on the same page. So I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. It's just so freaking good. More of the same, hopefully, fingers crossed, with part B. But yeah, that was part A. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys could like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, and part B, I am out. Enjoy your day, and Vecna's curse. Try to stay safe out there. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't full enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I ain't